Hey guys, welcome to Mama's Basement. Today we are previewing the Old Dominion at Southern Utah game. It's year one, game 8. Old Dominion, a B overall, a B minus offensively, a B plus defensively. They're averaging 32.1 points per game, good enough for 13th in the country. Number 10 in the country in total offense at 431.7. Number 48 in rushing offense. Number 9 in passing offense, 256.1. Total defense, they're number 67. Rushing defense, they're number 9, though, at 120.4. We might be able to throw the ball around on them this game as they are 108th in total pass defense. And they're number 2 in turnover differential with 5 in the plus column. And so, if we can manage to get a couple of turnovers from them, it could be a big key in this game. All right, we know that we are 0-7. Old Dominion, 62-29 all time. They are in Conference USA. No conference championships to speak of. They've only been there for a few years. They've won 3 games in a row, though. As we look at our schedule first, at NMSU, we lost. We lost to North Texas, lost to San Jose, a close one against Troy. And then we have had 3 beatdowns in a row. 42-0 to New Mexico, 51-3 to Auburn, and 31-0 at Houston. So this next stretch of Old Dominion, Hawaii, and South Alabama cannot come soon enough because they are games that we should be able to compete in, and hopefully we'll be able to put some points on the board and be better offensively. The Old Dominion schedule, they really haven't played anybody. They beat East Carolina, beat an FCS team. They lost to Southern Miss, lost to Texas San Antonio, beat Tulsa, and beat North Texas. So they have really not been tested. They are 5-2 on the season. Might be a little bit deceiving on how good they are. We'll have to see when game time comes. Aaron Cantu, 84 of 160, 584 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. And David Washington, 242 attempts, 125 completions, 1,453 yards, 13 touchdowns, 7 picks. Their leading rusher is Cox with 458, and Pascal, the leading receiver, with 452 yards, 64.6 per game. Zimenez, 19 tackles, Carter, 3 picks, Rotimi with 5 sacks. Our Old Dominion's team leaders. Again, this is going to be a short preview because we have not given out any more scholarships. Most of our points are locked up in recruiting battles, but we do have some guys ready to offer scholarships too as soon as some of those battles sort themselves out. So expect some more scholarships handed out in the next few weeks as we head towards the end of the season. As you look at David Washington's statistics again on the year, a 51.7 completion percentage. David Washington, pretty good through the air. He has been sacked 23 times, though, and he is also a very good rusher, 337 yards on the ground, 3.4 yards per rush, and those numbers all take into account those 23 sacks. So he is better on the ground than what it appears right there. Zach Pascal, their leading receiver, 452 yards, 36 receptions. He's averaging 64.6 yards per game. That is not bad. And he's averaging 3.8 yards after the catch. So Zach Pascal, the senior receiver, is their leader. Defensively, look for TJ Ricks, number 47 in the middle. Middle linebacker, 17 tackles, 7 TFLs, 2 sacks, and 3 pass deflections on the year for TJ Ricks. All right, let's go over the top 25 here in game number 8 of our Southern Utah Dynasty. Florida State has moved into number 1 with a win over 8th-ranked Clemson last week. Oklahoma's number 2, Miami's number 3. Houston, who beat us 31-0, remains at number 4. Tennessee, UCLA, Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, and Utah round out the top 10. Penn State is number 11. Texas is number 12. Iowa lost to Ohio State last week. They fall from 8th to 13th. Auburn moves up to number 14. Michigan, Louisville, North Carolina, Northwestern, Texas Tech, and Washington round out the top 20. Baylor's number 21. Boise State number 22. Alabama number 23. Georgia 24. Texas A&M 25. And others receiving votes, you got Oklahoma State, Iowa State, San Diego State, Florida Atlantic, Nebraska, Arizona, Notre Dame, Stanford, and Florida all knocking at the door of the top 25. All right, that is our episode for now. Up next, we have the Old Dominion Monarchs at the Southern Utah Thunderbirds in a game that will hopefully be competitive after a series of blowouts. So stay tuned, see how that one turns out. It should be a good one from Cedar City.